All right, shalom, shalom, the brother Markov. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rukakudash, and the bonus to the apostles and others who most know. You know, I come out there that pushing the truth with nothing but sincerity. Today, I wanted to speak a little bit upon, my son yesterday had told me that they're having in school, right? It's like the weather right now. And, they're having drills, at school though. When my son was telling me, I was like, drills? I told him, what kind of drills? He's like, oh, just in case a bad guy comes in. And I'm like, oh shit, man, they're having those type of drills, man? Just in case a school scooper goes in there, and scoops. Like, I'm just speaking in code though, because, you just never know. I don't want the motherfuckers to strike my channel or anything like that. But, yeah, man, so that's the thing about it though. So I was like, man, they're having drills on how to do that. Shit, I was just like, man, I remember we would practice the earthquake drills, but school, those type of drills and shit, man, it's crazy though. So letting you know that, it's being common though, man. Like, I never practiced those type of drills though. You know what I'm saying? Growing up and shit, like as a kid back in the 90s though, like I never fucking practiced those type of drills, only and the earthquake ones, but that was because being way out here in California though, and it's kind of rare, to get an earthquake out here though, but still, it happens though, these earthquakes do happen though. And so it goes to show, man, that it's common though, like the violence and shit though. And the thing about it though is, man, it's like, well, let's go into what is it, Matthew 24. Yeah, let's go to Matthew 24 and 21. It says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, Jacob's trouble, no ever shall be, so it's gonna be it's getting there though, it's a shit, everything that's going on right now and shit, man. Like, you can't tell me that this place ain't wicked though, man, from everything that's going on right now though, you know this place is just this place is just violent though, man. And they always want to point the finger at these different poverty countries and like, oh yeah, this and that though. But no, man, this place is fucking crazy and violent though. The only difference is that Esau does things behind closed doors and shit, man. So you don't know what the hell he's doing though, because why? Because he's the devil, man. So that's what I'm saying though, man. And like, man, like when you told me that shit though, or my son, told me that shit, I was just like, God damn, man, the type of like, society that we live in and shit, that they gotta practice just in case though. You know what I'm saying? I thought, this place was fucking safe though, as a country, right? You would think this place is safe as a country though. But nah, fuck though, man. This place is violent though, man. Especially the people running it though, man. There's a bunch of cannibal, eating ass, what it tells you in the scriptures though, man. In the book of Sirach though. Oh, sorry, Sirach. I think it's 10, or is it 10:12, or 12:10? It says he. What is it? Well, you know what? Let's get this one right. Number 2 or number 3. It says Sirach 12:3. It says, "There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms." See though, it says There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil. All these motherfuckers do is just scheme, man. You know, all these motherfuckers do is just scheme though and plot things though. Oh, which what is it? Proverbs 16:4. I believe it's Proverbs 16:4 that says what is it? Is it 16:4? 16:4. When it talks about the when it talks about what is it though? The bed though, and on the bed though they practice evil. What man, what was it? Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's Micah 2:1. Yeah, I mean Proverbs 16:4 is good too though, but this is the one I want to get. Micah 2:1, it says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it." See, because it is in the power of their hand, and it's these devils, man. You know, how is it that these I'm gonna call them school scoopers, they're able to go into these? Because then last time though, man, I was able to walk into my son's school like nothing. You know what I mean? I was able to walk into my school like something like nothing. Turned the gate open and I just walked up in there. The fences aren't even that fucking tall either, though. You could just jump that shit over, man. So it's the thing is though, is that they're just like ready for a school scooper to go up in there, though, man. And then when that happens, though, they want to do what? They want to do some laws or change, make some new uh laws and things like that, though, man. You know what I'm saying, though? So it's all played out though for these devils to have a thing like that, because you see all these school scoopers happening, like the one that happened in what's that in Texas, Sandy though, something Sandy though, man. They and the majority of those kids were Ishkar though, man, and I believe Zebulon too. But they allow that shit to happen though. But let it be a fucking some Edomites though, man, kids though, to the whole classroom those Edomites though, man. You know, they'd be fucking up in there though. The SWAT would have been up there, man. You know what I'm saying though, man. Shit. But since it was a school full of Ishkar, they allowed this shit to happen though, man. Cause some law over there in Texas that needed to pass though, I believe. Reason why though. So let me see. Let me Google. Let me Google it. Yeah. See, it was this one though. Yeah. Yeah. See, 19 students though. God damn, man. You see, damn. Yeah, I remember this shit, man. It says, yeah, it was some fatally shot 19 students. God damn. But he injured 18 more others. God damn, man, that's a massacre right there. Why did it take 76 minutes after entering the classrooms by law? Like, why did it take that fucking long, man? Uvalde. See, goddamn. Yes, the student population in Uvalde, Texas is primarily Hispanic. As of 2026, Uvalde High School is 88% Hispanic, though. God damn. See? See, look at it right here. Robb Elementary history. The now demolished, yeah, because I believe they took it down. The now demolished Robb Elementary School was known as the overwhelming Mexican American school with roughly 90%. See? It was 90% of its students being Latino. God damn. That's why they let this motherfucker go ham though, man. You see? But let it be a school full of Edomites though, they would have been on that shit though, man. You see? So, man, like these motherfucking devils just practice evil, man. You know what I'm saying though? And that to just be like that, man, they feel like just pulling my son out of the school, man, and like we're already in May though, man. It's like, man, fuck that, man. Like, why they had to practice that shit, you know? And the thing about it though is that I bet they didn't tell us though that they were doing those type of drills. We had to learn it from my son, you know? That shit irritated me, that man. It's like, what the fuck, man? Like, what are you guys planning to have though, man? Like, is there something that's gonna happen though, where they gotta practice this shit or what? So this type of shit, angers me though, man. And the type of society that we live in, man. And then talking about it's safe over here, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's more dangerous over here than the other countries, though, man. So let me get a Malachi. What is it talks about the border of wickedness? No, I believe it's, and this is my son's name too, though, man. Um, it talks about the border of wickedness. Yeah, I know it's in Malachi though. Yeah, there you go. 1-4. Malachi 1-4 says, whereas Edom said, we are improvised, but we will return and build desolate places. Thus said the Most High of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw it down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Which is who? These Edomites, man. See? The border of wickedness. Wherever these motherfuckers dwelt, though, and built, though, it's just wickedness, man. You see? So this place, this society, man, needs to go, man. So yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video on with a, prompt video. So with that, shalom.